Go live. Finally! Okay. Let's see if I can just put this straight up on Patreon and then update everyone who is on the other live stream that they decided to change last minute. Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube. I didn't know that's how you wanted to play me. So let's see. Posts. I'm not even pausing the live stream in case it ends up just completely not working again or loading up for too long or whatever. So posts for the love of God, for the love of the gods of in the up aboves. Okay, so at least we have this up and running. Why does it take so long to just show me the subcategories? Just press new. I just want to create a post. Why must you take so long just to make me have to post? Here's a video link. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. Let's see if this. Oh, for fuck's sake. This better work. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna get really annoyed with you too. Should work. Well, okay, let's see if it's a different link that I have to link it to then. Let's see. Okay, this should be more promising. Copy. Backspace. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Boom. 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 And publish. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to oh yeah, I'm just gonna go back to my thing. I'm going to notify everyone on the other live stream that it's actually happening on this live stream. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So close yet so far. Okay, I guess let's work with it and go here. And then I'm going to copy this link. And then I'm going to paste it into here so that way everyone can be just updated right now. Oh, damn. Let's see. We're almost there. For the love of God, why must Okay, there we go. Okay, yes, I figured it out. Thank you for the nice hair comment, because I know that's a straight up lie. But okay, I finally did it. The reason there was complications going on, I mean, like, there's a 5 minute mark on this. So the reason there was complications in the other one is because YouTube typically hosts live streams on Google Hangouts, which I'm more used to. And this time they ended up hosting it on nothing. Like, it was basically what the link that I sent you guys in the first place was. And it wouldn't pop out anything. There wasn't anything that I could press play on. There wasn't anything that I could just commence it on. And not only that, but it also required me to start it an hour ahead. Like, it wouldn't allow me to start it now. Like, it was like, no, you have to schedule it an hour ahead. And so I had to customize the time, and it still wouldn't play. So I was just kind of like, why? Like, this needs to be like corrected. But nonetheless, thank you all for tuning into the live stream. Um, Today's discussion, last week's discussion, was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. Last time we had a live stream, I did draw the picture behind me. It is a self-portrait. But last week we discussed work ethic and professionality and different personal questions that related to me. So for those of you that are new to the live stream, that'll be basically the way that we conduct this live stream, where you guys can ask me whatever questions you want, and then I'll answer them. Or I'm going to come up with a theme for the live stream. We're going to discuss it, and we're going to talk about whatever the theme of the live stream is. My day so far is going great. It is a Saturday. I woke up very nicely, not late, but not early. So that means that I felt like I finally had a good night's sleep rather than waking up at 4 a.m. and getting things done and constantly having to go here, 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 here. So, like, now I have more of a time to just relax and just chill. It's still open on the piano. How old are you? I am an infinite amount of years old, and I age like Keanu Reeves. So that's how old I am. In spirit, you might think that I'm like 16, but in essence, I'm actually 1,000 years old. As for the comment about how this video is on the other channel, let's see. Let me see what you guys mean. Just because if this is open to the community, I'll be cool with that. But ultimately, it is something that's supposed to be a special thing. So let me just double check, because there does seem to be a very high number of people tuning in. So I'm just going to check my bases real quick, and then I'll scroll through. Let's see. No? Anyways, let's see. What percent is your phone on? Right now, my phone is away from me, but it's not beneath 90%. It's like 94%, which is something that's nice because it's typically always tipping into like 20%. And I'm always like, why? Do you have an idol or a person whom you greatly respect? Who is he or she? I greatly respect a lot of people in my personal life, but I'm going to throw this out into the public. I say someone I greatly respect. Intelligence-wise, I guess I would have to greatly respect. Who do I like as a person? I don't know, actually. There's a lot of people that are popping into mind that I like a lot of different personality traits that they have, or I like the way they converse. I think I tend to admire people who are their decorum. I tend to respect people who have a very even balanced temperament, and I think that people who have those sort of qualities are people that I highly respect and like. I think when it comes to achievements, that's typically something that I've kind of grown out of. I tend not to respect people for their achievements, not in the sense that I don't respect them in general, but more so that I don't look up to them. My favorite book. My favorite book is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I know the audience interaction is quite booming. I'm kind of wondering if this is leaked or something, just because this is kind of a large audience, and I'm wondering, like, the audience this is supposed to hit is a little bit smaller of a pool. So let me just double check again, just because it should be limited. But once again, if it's not, and if there's like a glitch or there was something that happened, or if there was whatever, then I'll just roll with it and then make it up later. So let's see. There's supposed to be 20 there. Let me see if it's perhaps posted on my channel by a little bit of an accident. Let's see. And then okay, let's see how many people it's going to pop up. Yeah, no, it's not on my channel. I guess it's just really high audience. Yeah, it is just audience interaction. Wow, thank you guys for really coming out. I didn't know I had so many people that were on these tiers. Let's see. I have to scroll all the way. Damn, do you guys ask things quickly? Okay, let's see. Do you like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on Blu-ray or DVD? DVD only because I'm more used to it. Blu-ray I haven't really used or like touched or anything. Like I'm just very confused by it. Yeah, this exact shade of purple it reminds me of Disneyland. That's why I ended up getting it. I love Disney. So like this sort of blue or like a really vibrant royal blue. I mean this type of purple, a really vibrant royal blue or like very light pink. I tend to really like, little girls' colors because I like Disneyland and Disney. Are you the baby on the wall? I was the baby on the wall. It's like right there in the corner. See? That is me as a baby. My major, it is a major pain. Now everything fell into place. Your favorite ASMR artist, Karuna Satori. That's something I've publicly stated at the VidCon panel. When I went to VidCon, they asked me the same question. They asked, who is your favorite ASMR artist? And I said, emphatically and without hesitation, Karuna Satori. Like, she is definitely, hands down, my favorite one. Can you do another video, like when you sketched a girl for Picasso? I'm trying to remember when I did that. Oh, was it no, it couldn't have been. I do love doing artistic videos. I was planning on painting during this live stream, so I might actually add that on. Here, I'm gonna step away real quick just to grab my phone that's like a foot away. I just want to note down any ideas that you guys want to see, and then I'll add it onto my list so that way I can reference these whenever I come up with an idea. So, Picasso, sketching girl. Actually, I could do a Picasso sketching girl idea. I could just get like a bald cap or something, or just do a young version of Picasso. I'm here to party. What TV shows are you watching? Right now, from a very strong recommendation from some friends of mine, I'm watching Good Omens. So I'm watching that currently. I'm also watching Arrested Development, Mad Men, Portlandia, and Dark with my boyfriend. He and I think we finished Dark. Highly, highly, highly recommend Dark. That show is amazing. We finished both seasons. Watch it. It's in German. There's English subtitles, but watch it. And I think you can get an English dub of it as well. But neither he nor I are a big fan of um, English dubbing. We like the original language, and then we just end up using the subtitles if we don't know the language being spoken. Favorite texture. I like I don't know what it's called, but it's like the type of texture that you get on blankets, which is very short. like little it feels like fur, but it's not fur. And it's like you just do this, and it's like a little lighter in the shade. But if you sweep it down, it's darker in shade. It's like the really soft type of. It feels almost like water against your skin. Um, do you live in the U.S. right now? I currently do live in the U.S. right now. I tend to bounce around from country to country, not like frequently, but I have spent a number of time in other places, and that's something that I want to continue doing just because it's I don't know, it's just, it captures moments of your life in this time capsule where you just figure out a culture, you figure out the language, you figure out how to exist and survive in that culture, you figure out how to use the money, how to use the currency, how to save the currency. So it's always such a fun thing to do. How do you feel about politics? Um, I, that's such a good question because it's something that I love listening to politics. I love it when people discuss politics. I love finding out more about politics. I love hearing people's perspectives on politics. I hate when politics becomes something that breaks friendships, breaks relationships, and breaks ties. I hate it when that happens. It's something that I think if you go to one extreme, I guess, like to a point where it's like you're basically speaking the way that people spoke in the 1700s, that is something that is more of a character thing than a perspective thing. But for the most part, I chalk up everyone's intentions when it comes to politics to thinking pragmatically or empathetically. Let me turn off my notifications. And so I don't like when people judge others because ultimately, I don't know, it's just something that I don't think it's like religion, no one should judge anyone else based on their religion. So that's how I feel about politics. It's something fascinating, and I always love learning more about it. And I have my political views, but it's not something I like dividing people. How old are you? Second time someone asks. I am immortal. So, your World War II nurse play is my favorite thing in the world. Thank you. I think I want to go back to that. I like the more gentle tone I had in that. I like the fact that I was far more kind in character than I usually am in other characters. And I like the fact that I think it was a pretty solid rendition of what a World War II sort of movie would look like of the time. I want to revisit that and keep bettering my historical videos over and over again, which I'm kind of doing right now. But yeah, I that's also one of my favorites too. Favorite actor is probably Vincent Price. Favorite actress is maybe Vivian Lee. I really like Vivian Lee. She's a really good actress, like in Streetcar Named Desire, Gone with the Wind, which are two of her biggest movies. I don't know, she's just a great actress. And I think, oh, Marlon Brando too. I really love Marlon Brando's acting as well. But there's just something so unique about Vincent Price that I like. What do you think of Ephemeral Rift? His ideas in ASMR are off the walls. I love it. He's just so creative with his ideas, and he puts a lot of work into them as well to capture the idea. Um, so yeah, he's just really interesting, and his videos are very interesting as well. I have to like go back up because for some reason it went to the bottom and there's a lot of questions. And I'm just trying to like breeze straight through them. Um, Damn, you guys know how to ask questions quickly. Um, what ASMR video was your favorite to record? My favorite to record was probably. I'm gonna have to blast through some of these just because it's starting to lose me right now, and this is like the first time I've ever really gotten far back on these questions. My favorite ASMR video to film was the 1970s. What was it? Oh yeah, the Coney Island Queen, the 1970s Coney Island Queen. Which decade would you want to live in, and what is your favorite aesthetic? I love this decade, but my favorite aesthetic is from the 1940s or 30s. I really like the propriety. I really like the fact that they were always done up in a very sort of femme fatale sort of way. If you had three wishes, what would you make? My first wish would be to always be financially secure in honest ways. My second wish would be to always have the love of my life in my life. Um, in a healthy relationship. My third wish would be to always have a solid social safety net among friends that I can trust and are worth trusting. Do you know of Jordan Peterson? I do know of Jordan Peterson. I like the way he carries himself. This is something I mentioned in the last live stream. I like the way he carries himself in debates. I like the fact that he's not someone that makes personal attacks on people. At least that's not something I've seen him do. I like the fact that he's very, you don't really see him get too patronizing. I like the fact that he tends to be a little more um, just kind of tit for tat, um, or not tit for tat, but more so like, he's just answering questions. So I do like the way he carries himself. I'm not a fan of some of his political ideas, but I do like the fact that he's someone that is more approachable and more respectful within a debate or within whatever conversation he's having. I listen to predominantly probably folk music, and if not alternative music like Fiona Apple, Tori Amos, um, Florence and the Machine, Lana Del Rey. My zodiac sign is a Virgo. I'm probably going to upload more on Spotify. I just don't know yet because Spotify is a little bit tricky. So, I mean, I can do it. It's tricky in the sense that it's a lot of work and it tends to take months to do. So, it's kind of tricky in time frames. Are you a real person or AI? I am I am SI. I am superficial intelligence. It's open to the public. It has to be. That's what I double checked, and it's actually not. That's what I was like. That's why I was figuring it out. It's not on my channel. It's not on opened on Patreon. I just checked how many people are on these tiers, and apparently it is far more than I originally thought. So I was like, oh, okay. No, this is just Patreon. Like I double checked it, and from my estimation, these numbers are correct. I guess it's just the timing or something. Um, oh, so it is public. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, if it's public, then we'll work with it. And then I'll make up for the fact that it's public at another time with the people that this is supposed to be specifically geared towards. But I'm actually surprised that it's public because I put it on unlisted. Let's see. You posted the link to the live stream in the chat of the one that was about to happen on your public channel. Let me think how that worked. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let's see. So basically, what I'm estimating here is that that live stream, but even if that live stream was, I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's a mystery right now. If it's public, it's public. If it's not, it's not. And I'll make it up to the ones that, are on these tiers. Um, let's see. Happy birthday. Thank you. Are you still in your iconic room? I wonder what happened. I am still in my iconic room. The original live comes up on the subscription page, but there is a link. Oh, okay. Okay. It makes sense. So basically, it is public. It is public. So that I don't mind, but ultimately, I will make it up for the people that are on the other tiers. What college courses did you take, bruh? It is daring of you to assume that I would take college courses and that I wouldn't just scream through them. I suffered through college courses. The college courses I take are calculus, computer science, just a bunch of boring, painful things that I do not care for. Yeah, this is supposed to be top secret, bro. What's your favorite all-time movie and why? Probably Pan's Labyrinth, maybe? I know there's something that beat it recently. I just can't recall. Oh, Hereditary. Hereditary beat it. Although I think it is there to the patrons. So I'll do 5 minutes more of this live stream, and then I'll answer the questions that are in there, and then I'll probably close this live stream, and I'll reopen it for another hour for the patrons that are here, just because it is a little unfair to those individuals. But I'll persist for another 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It's open to all subscribers. Let's see if I can quickly scroll through the questions. Favorite Pixar film? Is Toy Story 4 is a Pixar film, right? No. Yeah, it has to be Pixar because it's not DreamWorks. So if Toy Story 4 is Pixar, because I think it is, Toy Story 4. Yes, I am very happy with the way my life is. I am not an Aries. Any advice for going to school? C's are great. C's you cannot go wrong with, unless you're going to rely on financial aid or whatever. Like if you have a relative that's going to pay for your school, if you can work and make your way through school, getting C's is perfectly fine. And if you're resting on financial aid, do the bare minimum to get to that financial aid like limitation, where it's like if your financial aid just says that you need to pass all your classes, great. If it says you need a certain GPA, keep to that GPA, do the bare minimum, because if you try excelling in school, you're just going to burn yourself out. When is the next I've been considering doing more Spanish videos. I've also been considering practicing my French on these videos as well. Let's see. Good Omens themed ASMR is a good idea. I could do. Have I done another Alice in Wonderland themed idea? I could do it, but I can't remember if I have already done it. My boyfriend and I have been together for a year. Spiders are cool. They help the environment. They eat flies, they eat mosquitoes, they eat all the bugs I do not like. And they're just loners. If you see one spider, it's not typically going to be the case that you're going to see another spider. At least that's pretty true, because I have never, like, if I see one spider, I'm not going to be like, oh, is there 4 other spiders around the corner? But if you see an ant, there's a ton of ants everywhere. Let's see. My Hogwarts house is Ravenclaw, hence why I did a Ravenclaw video as Rowena Ravenclaw. Did you ever play any pen and paper games or do acting besides YouTube? I've never done acting, and to this day, I still don't consider that I've done acting. I've just goofed off. Pen and paper games? Oh, pen and paper. I feel like that's direct thing. Yes, I've done like tic-tac-toe and that game where you do those boxes and you just try to like you put a lot of dots and then you just try to create boxes and so you can get the most boxes. I have watched Walking Dead. I stopped watching it after I think like after that one scene with a bat. I stopped watching it after that just because I couldn't stomach it anymore. I was like, this is horrible writing. This is just garbage now. This is completely, I couldn't stand it anymore. Tarantino movies. I love Tarantino movies. Absolutely adore them. I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think like a couple of days ago, and it was slow paced compared to other Tarantino movies, but the ending was just, I was gone. I was dying from laughter. Are you on board with Area 51 raid? I'm on the ship, so your favorite ASMR video you created? I answered that one. So let's see if I don't repeat question, just so that way, because this live stream will be stored. So, do you think you're better than me? Seriously, you want to fight? Bro, I'm a pacifist. I'm a pass on this fist. Let's see. My opinion on ferrets, they're really long rats. Why are you so awesome? I don't know, actually. I guess the awesome genes just spilled a little too much when I was being conceived. Let's see. Favorite any chance to see Comrade Frida back in action? Perhaps. Did you do or did you play an instrument? I play guitar and I'm learning piano. Favorite dad pun? Um, I don't think I have one. I meant role-playing. Call of Cthulhu. Perhaps. After receiving a relaxing shot to the head, the same could be asked of the bride from Kill Bill. Like, how can you still be alive after receiving a relaxing shot to the head? Um, oh, okay. Like, after a few seasons, it did go downhill fast. But if season 9 was great, that might be an incentive for me to watch it again. My hobbies out of ASMR are probably painting, writing, playing music, learning languages, and reading and writing, if I didn't mention that already. Favorite thing about making ASMR videos, just the creativity of it, and also knowing that I'm kind of chronicling the way I age, at least for this period in time. Costumes for videos, I typically just have weird clothes, so I just use my clothes and then try to fashion them into costumes. I've watched Hot Fuzz. My favorite Edgar Wright film is probably Shaun of the Dead, only because I like zombie movies. I don't know why, because zombies really scare me, but I like zombie movies. But I also really like Scott Pilgrim's, the Scott Pilgrim movie too. Hmm. Improv. Uh, hmm. How did you get into doing ASMR? Oh, um, someone I ended up saying that I didn't understand why people don't like going to the doctor's office, and someone said, "Well, that's called." Or sorry, someone asked me that. Sorry, there's so many questions that now my mind is being split. So someone asked why I don't like going to the doctor's, or I asked why don't people like going to the doctor's office, and because I love going there, and someone said that the reason you love going there is because you have ASMR. Um, Opinions on the moon in general. It's pretty. Do you speak Arabic? I wish. Um, Thank you. Are you double jointed? No. Did you spend time in France? If so, how long? No, but I do want to. But that concludes. I just reached the bottom of the question list. So I'm going to end this live stream. I'm going to have another hour-long live stream for the people on Patreon. So thank you all for joining me. It was very fun, especially with the deluge of questions. And I will see you all in the next video. So everyone take care.